What is up, team? It is day 69, my 26th birthday, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about today. I took today off of work just like yesterday, and just getting stuff done that I want to do, and then later I'm gonna go grab some dinner with the folks, and after that, head out with some friends. So today's gonna be a great day. I haven't gone to the gym yet, but I'm doing all upper body. But that's not what this video is going to be about. Today, let me sit down for a minute here. Today we're going to talk about what I do when I game. So I recorded an attempt that we made on our current raid boss. If you don't know what a raid boss is in a game, it's basically a hard monster that takes many attempts to get better at to defeat. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to explain what's going on because there's a lot. The current iteration of World of Warcraft, which is the game I play, is complicated. And I have a very special role in the raid as of now, where it is my job not to heal people to keep them alive, but to hold on to the boss's what's called threat. So I taunt the boss so that he hits me because I have a shield rather than hitting somebody else and killing them. That's the whole premise behind what I do, and we have to move him in a specific way and all stuff like that. So let's get right into that. All right, team. So here we are. We're looking at my current screen. This is what I would call my UI in-game, my user interface. And this is a boss called Nexus King Salhadar. Now the quality of the recording is a little bad, my bad, but let's break down what we do. So I am what's called the tank. I hold the boss's threat. So I taunt him and make sure he hits me, and I have a co-tank that also tanks with me. We switch back and forth depending on what mechanic is coming. So
explosions from the line, and the next one's like 4 or 5.
we're pulling the boss. I take the boss first. We do a little damage here, or big pulse and stuff going out. Let's get this thing off the screen, can we?
Get ready to move.
There we go. I move him off to the side, and then we get this circle. So I'll pause it here. We get this circle here that I pull out of range of the boss. Basically, it doesn't have to be out of range, but we all stack in this circle and we take a bunch of damage at the same time. All of us, because we all have these. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I'll circle it on the video. We all have 3 stacks of this book here. The only way to get rid of that is to soak the circle. Alright? So we all take a ton of damage. You can see on the left side, these are the raid frames. These is everybody's health bar. Once that hits 0, then you just die. And we try to prevent that, obviously.
Away from edge in A.
Much beam.
Frontal goes out. I taunt off my co-tank. Taunting is getting the attention of the boss. And then I take this cone frontal, point it away from the group, and just take the hit.
2, 1.
We're dodging stuff as we go. Alright, and we get ready to move the boss again. I know this because all these lines come out, they leave stuff all over the ground, and we don't want to be standing on that, so we move that over. There's a lot of stuff going on my screen. Like down here on the bottom right, there's a damage meter and healing meter. Right here is another spot where I see the book. I got 2 stacks of it left. These 2 on the right here are basically they're called debuffs. It's damage increases that my co-tank has on him. I don't know what they mean. I just know that he can't hold the boss while he has them because he'll just die. And then down low, which is covered up by this
stuff. I can't really show it to you very well, but down low is all my abilities that I can use in order to keep myself alive, do damage, and all that. So
One
let's
spirit here.
keep going.
Spirit.
Alright, this is a very important part of the fight. The boss shoots out these spirits that you have to look at. That's what this green bar going up down the middle of my screen. There's a lot of overlap here. I know. There's a ton of overlapping. I really don't care because half of this information I don't even look at. So all I know is I got to point my bar at the ghost. So
Done.
that was
Stay
close enough.
inside, get ready
If
to
you
move.
don't point your bar at the ghost, you just gain another stack of this book. We don't like that. We need to be at 0 before a certain time limit is pretty much up. So we're moving, we're getting ready.
Moving.
Alright, I get the circle again, so I move it out to where everybody can stack up together. Being mindful of this beam coming in. And there's also going to be another beam that spawns right here. Another one that shows up like right here. So I try to split the difference so nobody gets hit by these beams when we all take this giant circle hit, basically. I'm trying to use less gamer terms than I would.
Watch beams.
Away from edge in 8.
So we're dodging.
Frontal.
Get off
I
the
move the
edge.
frontal away,
3, 2, 1.
Watch late beams.
and then we get ready to move again because we're getting these
Blazes
claw
coming.
marks to come back out. Alright, so I move the boss slowly so people can leave the claw marks behind. And then we
Two
got spirits
spirits
coming
here.
up in 2 seconds here.
Spirit.
This
So
will be
rallying
late, so
cry
get
in
one
there.
at a time.
Done.
Fading inside. We know it's going to be late, so it's going to be
Front.
tight.
2, 1.
I take the frontal, point it away from the group.
Right after this.
Away from edge in 8.
Watch the
Split
beam coming
damage.
near that.
And then I take
3,
the circle.
2, 1.
Spirits.
We got 3 more spirits coming
Spirit.
out. This is the hard part for me because
1,
holding the boss and pointing at these spirits,
Done.
he can hit me when my shield's not in front of me, so I take a ton of damage.
Done.
Alright, that's the end of phase 1. That's phase 1. He is at 60% health. Not the worst. Could be better, but here comes, we got to do a little dance next. So we don't want to be in this circle when his cast is done or else we'll die. So I go in, milk a little bit of damage.
Target dragon
And I
in
go
8.
back in, he gets on his dragon.
Targeting.
Alright, we don't want to be standing in these big blue circles, blue or purple, whatever you would call them. I would call them blue.
Dragon.
And my job is to take the dragon, take it away, get hit by this
going,
giant
we're
hit
almost
that's
aside
going to
the
do a
Jack
ton of
Speaker,
damage to
so-
me, and then
Beam.
point this beam away
the time.
from my raid. Okay? If somebody other than me gets hit by this beam, we all die instantly. We'll all blow up. So I try to go to the same place every time and point it away. As you can see on the left here, 3 people are already dead. Not a great attempt, because we want everybody to be alive towards the end of the fight.
Beam.
Or else we won't be able to do enough damage to kill the boss.
Beam.
Stay behind the line. Be centered.
Don't get hit.
You're dodging
Beam in.
beams. These are the similar beams. If somebody gets hit, we all
Centered.
die.
Ready to go to your sides.
Alright. That's the end of phase 1, I want to say. That whole thing from there until now is phase 1. So now we're getting into the intermission.
Left side, you're down 2, so people are going to get the dash through thing more often.
Where we
too,
got to
so-
kill all these.
Yeah, just do it.
They're in World of Warcraft. They're called ads. They're just additional monsters for the fight.
Blood roll with your defenses.
So you can
Ah.
Pot on left side too.
The raid leader is making calls. Pot on left side means we're going to use a damage potion to do more damage.
Baiting underneath after.
As the tank on this, I don't really have to do anything except for do damage and keep up my active defensive abilities. Everybody else has like these beams that they got to shoot through the middle. You'll see here in a minute, bait mortar means we're going to get these big blue circles again we don't want to be in.
Beams.
And then we got more beams to dodge. This fight's ridiculous. This is one of the more complicated, harder fights of this season,
What is this?
so
Baiting
kind of makes
underneath after.
sense that it's
Watch your health.
complicated. I don't know. It's the second to last boss. We're almost done, but yeah, we kill everything, and then we're back down. Intermission 1 is
Right side
over.
go meet left.
We're back down to
2,
fight the boss.
1.
Go run to them.
Watch your health on
Watch
the
See what
left.
happens here to me.
Watch your health on the
One of
dot.
these pulls, I die.
Right
to
here's good.
something. Right here.
And point them away from us. Fuck the dragon. Yep, hit
Right
the dragon.
side. Watch out, coming back. Watch the beams if you're late. Watch the beams if you're late.
Okay.
Is the gate down? I can't
We're
see.
dodging stuff.
Run in.
Run in, run in, run in.
Gating out. It's in front of us. Watch out.
Get out.
Moves. Get centered. Get centered. Get centered.
Yeah, this fight's crazy. Alright,
Just do your
so
best to live.
that's a little mini phase in between. I wouldn't necessarily call it phase 2, but I think it is considered phase 2.
For this
but
phase 2, we want practice. And
Coming up here is a lot of damage coming out onto the raid. I don't usually have to worry about it because I have a much higher health pool and I have a lot more active mitigation. So, for example, this bar down here, this red bar, that's how much of an absorb shield I have, so I don't take that much damage.
You can grab.
But this
Hex when
is
it's up.
considered
You
a
have all of
damage
them,
amp
so
in the
you should-
fight. It says it right up here, right above my fight timer. So we've been in this attempt for 4.5 minutes. We're on the damage amp, so the boss is taking 50 or 100% more damage.
Have later on.
Okay.
We're dodging. We're just taking pulsing damage throughout.
Watch your health here. Remember, we don't have lust.
And that's all this phase is. It's dodge, stay alive, and do as much damage to this dragon
Rallying
as
cry in
Off
haste.
possible.
your spot now. Defensive now.
3, 2,
Spread. Health
We
pot.
pre-spread for all these dragon claw marks because we're all going to get knocked towards the boss, and if you get hit by 2 of them and you're not me or the other tank, you're pretty much just dead.
If you're low.
red,
I mean, you saw some of these guys. We'll go back here a little couple seconds. Like, some of them are pretty low and they almost die.
Health pot. If you're low.
red,
Melee at in A.
So this is the part that we've only gotten to a handful of times in our, let me check, amount of pulls. We're at 98 attempts. Alright, we've only gotten to this part a handful of times.
Melee at in A.
So I take the boss,
3, 2,
Press macro.
and
1.
we all, so 3 people that are ranged damage dealers, and 3 that are in, it's called melee. It's when you're right up close. You're basically swinging a sword, you're stabbing with a dagger, something like that. Those are considered melee. 3 range, 3 melee. Get these dark blue swirls that are going to spawn a star. And that star, they're pretty dangerous. So we spread out
Right,
pretty
so we're starting to
evenly
get out
in
here.
an arc. I mean, I just went from full health down to 29% in one hit, so they do some damage.
Go after 2 or 3 in A.
Remember, watch
That
the
one
the
can be
intersection.
further.
So now, now we have to dodge all these more blue. This fight's all blue, I guess. Now that I realize it now, but so we got all these blue circles that
3,
pulse
Yeah, the
Be patient.
spikes that you do not want to get hit by, or else you just die. We got 2 sets to dodge.
Get through the other one when you can. Now is good.
I
Break.
waited a second there because
Like,
I
do the
was a
speed
little
bar.
scared.
That's also gonna kill people.
We got this beam coming out. There's 3 of them, and there's 3 stars that we want to hit. If we don't hit all 3, they're going to switch directions, and then they're going to kill everybody. I mean, 50% of the raid's already dead, so it's not that big of a deal, but we kept this pull alive because we wanted to practice a little bit more. So, all 3 of them hit. They switch directions, and we keep going.
Brave.
There's some insane gaming Jackie witnessed there.
Have it again.
Melee at in 8.
And I can't take 2 of them in a row. My other tank was dead, so I died, and then now the boss runs rampant.
Melee
But
at in 8.
it kind of hit me a little hard. That was this attempt.
2, 1.
I look on this right side here. This entire graph is my health pool and what did damage to me. So I was 100% health until I got hit for well over 100 million damage when I had 36 million health at the time. That's pretty crazy. But that was one of our better attempts, because we've only gotten to that last phase a handful of times, and
Go after 4 or 5
This-
into pocket in 8.
yeah, we're
The
just
right
learning.
melee person
That
would
right
be
there at
better.
the end was 2 stars hitting each other.
Go after 4
It's a
or
little
5
tough to
into
see,
pocket in
but
8.
They
The
start
right
pulsing
melee
and they just kill everybody. But yeah, that's my fight. Not too bad. It's been a little complicated to learn, but all in all, not too bad.
Okay, team. That's quite the encounter for a boss fight, huh? Back in the car. I just got done with the gym. Full-ish upper body. I didn't do as much chest as I should have. I only did 1 exercise. Usually I do 2 exercises per muscle group, but wanted to be in and out so I could get to dinner with the folks. For taking me out for my birthday today. Awesome. I just want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you that have subscribed, all of you that have liked, and all of you that have commented over the past 2 months. Really, it's really crazy how things have changed throughout my life in the last 2 months. Just deciding to eat better, be more active, and all that. Up next, well, we got an update video tomorrow, and we have a Saturday skill day video as well coming in. I wonder who's going to come up, who's going to win. Does Chris make it 6-4? Or do I make it 5-5? We'll see. Anyways, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's videos, hopefully. Peace.